Today, I made some great progress in my evaluations for Apex and for Topstep. Before I go over everything from today, I just want to say thank you for tuning in to my first video of October. If you guys are enjoying this content, just hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below with any questions or topics you might want me to cover in a future video. Hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Welcome to the channel. And lastly, I just want to say thank you for everyone that has used my affiliate code with Apex. Thanks to you guys, now we have a custom code, which is just Alpine. So you could type in Alpine at the checkout. You don't have to copy and paste a difficult code, and you'll always get the best deal that Apex is currently running. At this time, as of making this video, the best deal that they have is the 90% off, and we have 3 more days of that sale. So take advantage of it. I'm surely taking advantage of it. I have over 20 evaluations going, and I hope to get 20 of them funded in the very near future. But we'll see how it goes. I'm also doing Topstep evaluation, and I'm going to do more Bullnox evaluations as well in the very near future. But for now, I'm juggling a lot of different accounts, so I don't want to spread myself too thin. But the power of multiple accounts and power of scalping is just amazing. I mean, today, one day, hopefully, will be a funded account type of day. Right now, it's evaluations, right? So it's a little bit different with emotions. You might trade a little bit more. But one day, this could be a day like I have on funded accounts, which would be amazing. I made 13,500. Topstep already reset, but I made $1,500 on Topstep, and then I made 12,000. Oh, yeah, 12,000. Yeah, 12,000 on Apex evaluations. Net profit. All right, gross is almost 14 or over 14,000, which is crazy. But I am scalping like a madman, and it's actually working really well. And I'm super excited because I'm trading these evaluations very realistically. I'm going to trade the same exact way in my funded accounts. And one of these accounts is actually a funded account. So I did make $400 of actual profit today. I did not trade my Bullnox accounts. Those are ready for a withdrawal, and I'm waiting for that withdrawal on Wednesday. I don't want to risk it. I have plenty of cushion on those accounts. So once the withdrawal clears, I'll keep trading those accounts. So by like Wednesday, I'll have 4 funded accounts, which is already great if I have days like this. But by next week, I would love to be at 20 funded accounts, which is the goal for the month. Even if I get to 10 by next week, I'll be super happy. But 20 would be amazing. And any of the evaluations that I do pass on this list, if I pass them on time this Friday, they'll also qualify for the payout in October 20th. October 20th will be the 10th day of these accounts. And yes, I get this question quite often. I see it on the Apex's Facebook page as well. Yes, if you trade day number 10 on the last withdrawal date, you could still request a withdrawal. The back page of Apex always, at least for me, all these months, always updates before midnight. So you'll be able to request a payout when that updates. And even though your last day or your 10th day is on the last day of the withdrawal payout window, you'll still be able to request it. So like this time, it's unless it's on a weekend, then you're screwed. But if it's on, on like a Friday, and the Friday is your last trading day, or your 10th trading day, I should say, then you could still request a payout. But there's really not much to talk about when it comes to these profits or how I did it. I mean, I'm just scalping like crazy, and I took 530 trades. I don't know if that means I took 265 trades or if it's actually 530 trades. I have no idea. I don't know if it counts one trade as, buy one contract, sell a contract, or each contract is individually. I traded 530 contracts. I don't know which way it works. Like the winning and losing trades, that's not really accurate because if I, let's say, scale in and I sell the first contract I bought for a profit, but even it's going to count as a loss because I sold it lower than what I bought it for initially. That's how futures work. Every contract is individually traded, so you don't actually average in your price. It's hard to kind of explain, but winning trades was pretty much maybe a 95% win rate today, even though this says it's 71. But just great progress. Let me show you guys the actual balances of the accounts. So I have 250K accounts. I would love to do more because 150K, there's so much more breathing room. And I don't suggest anyone getting 25K accounts. I know they're the easiest to pass, but once you actually go into a funded account, that drawdown gets you so quick, and you might over leverage yourself. You might have a red day, one red day, and you're panicking that you are out of drawdown. And the price is basically the same, and that's what it comes down to. The price is basically the same for a 25K and 50K, especially with the 50% off. And then you're gonna do $85 a month for activation. You shouldn't do lifetime unless you are already consistently profitable, and you get so much more drawdown with with the 50K or even 150K. 150K is much more difficult to pass, especially in 7 days. I might pass one of them. This one is at $6,000 in profit, so I still gotta make 3,000, which is doable in 4 days. But we'll see. I'm not gonna push for these to be funded. These could get funded, later in next week. But we'll see how it goes. But there's some accounts in here that are close to 2,200, 2,300, 21 and a half. So there's some accounts that are very close, some accounts that are not. So I am trading these accounts individually. Well, not individually, in like 6 different groups. And I could tell you that Quant Tower has been very, very solid. I have not had any issues in the last month or two. It hasn't logged me out like it's done in the past. If I leave it on overnight, there's no issues in the morning. I've had that happen where like the connection will disconnect and not let you know that it disconnected. And they've been making updates quite often on Quant Tower, and I think they fixed a lot of these issues that people were talking about. So I just trade, 3 to 5 accounts at a time. I get them to, between 400 to $600 worth of profit. Sometimes they get a little bit more, and I move on to the next group and I keep trading. Like these 4 accounts were traded right at the open, and typical opening trade that I do, and then the rest were traded throughout the day. So don't want to risk all the accounts at once if something goes wrong, and that's how it's going. And I think that, again, the power of multiple accounts is just amazing, because if you have 10 funded accounts and to make $100 per account, it's much easier than to make $1,000 in one account. All right, $100 in 10 accounts, much easier than to make 1,000 in one account, and you'll be able to withdraw more. And yes, it's expensive to get all of them activated, so you shouldn't do it unless you already got some payouts. Have payouts pay for more accounts. Get 1 payout, get 2 payouts, have those payouts pay for more accounts, and just, have the ball rolling. And that's how you become a lot less stressed, because the trading is not getting any more expensive, right? Trading is paying for trading, and that's the ultimate goal. And now everything reset here, so that's that. Wanted to get this done before this happened, and we got it. So it's about to be 6 o'clock. The market's about to open here, and time is flying. I mean, I didn't trade all day. I did trade throughout the day quite a lot, and I'll take some time off, and then let me see if I have an update on the Discord, my PNL with the Topstep account. So this is the Topstep one. So I made $1,500 on that, which was a great day. And just to show you guys how I am trading, this is how I am trading. I don't know if you guys could see this, but this is how many entries I do. And I love the chop. If it's choppy, I'm entering and exiting trades. If it's a big spike in volume and volatility, I stay away and I wait for consolidation. And I basically do the opposite of what most people like to do. A lot of people like a trending day. I've said this many, many times. Trending days come so rarely, and it's so hard to predict that I prefer chop days. And I just stick to that, and it works for me. You guys could see that, if I talk about this type of trading, it might sound stupid. And a lot of people that teach how to trade, they'll try to make strategies sound good in hindsight, right? They'll have a solid chart. They're like, oh, you just buy here, sell here, stop there. Everything looks perfect, but they don't actually trade, like ICT, for example. That guy doesn't trade. So, like, why are these concepts coming to life so often from all these followers that he has? But anyway, don't want to go on on a ramble with that. I have nothing against them. It's just what I'm trying to say is, like, trading doesn't have to be pretty. There's so many different ways of trading, and if I prove to myself I could make this type of profit and be profitable, then I don't really care what anyone thinks of how I trade. This is how hedge funds trade. High frequency trading is a thing, and to me, that's how it works the best. And I've always done this many times in stocks, and I've done it in futures. It's not easy to do because I have friends that tried it and trades would go against them and they wouldn't know what to do. If a trade goes against you pretty bad on these, it takes quite a long time to get back to break even. You have to take a lot more trades to get to break even, and then a lot of people will break out of this strategy. So let's say, you're trying to make 8 ticks or something, and then you lose 50 ticks on a trade. Next trade you might want to make 50 ticks in one trade instead of sticking to that 8 tick trade. And that's where the discipline and the psychology kind of disappoints you. But at the same time, you have to find something you believe in, because if you believe in it, then you'll do it. But if you learn it from someone else and then it doesn't work, then you're gonna give up on it and move on to something next. You're gonna try to find the next gold mine. And my opening trade, which I thought was a cheat code, I thought it was gonna work really well, it's been a little bit more choppy. It's been working well lately, but like end of September, I had more losing days in 1.5 weeks than I did all of August, and it was quite difficult to just let it be red and then not be able to trade for the rest of the day. So now I'm adding more to the arsenal to be able to trade. And plus, with that strategy, if I'm just trading one trade at the open, I can't copy trade into 20 accounts at once. There's no way the copy trader is going to be fast enough. I don't want to overwhelm the copy trader because that's how things go wrong. And if something did go wrong, just to get out of the trades and stuff, you wouldn't know what to press. And when you do it this way, you're able to break them into groups because you're trading throughout the whole entire day. So you could, trade 2-3 accounts at a time and build the cushion that way. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. That's the update. Again, thank you so much for using my code. It's been amazing support. If you guys have anything you would like me to cover in a future video, let me know. I know people have been asking me to go live. That's something that puts a lot of pressure on you for no reason, because you do get a lot of people that think they know how to trade, and it's fine. But from my perspective, I'm looking at a camera and a screen. I have no idea who you are, how you trade, what's your track record. So if someone's telling you how to trade, you never know if it's someone that's brand new to trading or someone that actually is profitable. And it gets very frustrating because they're judging you. You can't judge them because if they tell you something, they think they know everything, and it's just very frustrating. And if I'm focused on trading as a career and not YouTube, then I'm going to stick to trading in a way that I think is going to help me the most, right? I think trading by myself, being super focused, not doing a lot of chatting with anyone, like even in my Discord, like we're chatting, but everyone's focused on trading, and then we discuss it after, and everyone shares their day and how everything's going. Again, in my Discord, we don't discuss much about like strategy specifics or anything like that. People are trying to scalp. There's people that already did scalp, and then some people are trying because they see that it's working for a few of us. And really 5 to 10 ticks goes a long way, guys. It goes a very long way on NASDAQ, and we could definitely make some serious profits with just 5 to 10 ticks. You don't have to look for home runs. You could just have something that works repeatedly, do it a few times throughout the day, and then just get more accounts. Get more accounts and multiply everything that way. It's much easier than trying to go for those big trades and have everything turn against you. The trailing drawdown hits you. Gets frustrating because a big winner turns into a break-even trade, and that's when the emotions start going crazy. Versus with this, it's winning, and you're not in trades for a long time either, so you're not anxious, and it just works. It just an amazing way of trading, in my opinion. But again, just my opinion. That's how I trade. You guys wanted to see how I trade, so I shared for the first time in quite some time how I actually trade. But I don't think that really matters, because everyone is going to find their own way of trading. You just got to find something that works for you and what you are comfortable with. And that is the most important thing. For me, holding wins, not comfortable. Every time I do it, I'm anxious. I want to sell. And if I do sell, it keeps going. If I don't sell, it dumps. And then it's like, well, I should have done this, should have done that. And then you have a lot of FOMO. You have a lot of fear of missing out. And it's just not a good scenario and not a good recipe for success for me, at least, right? But for someone else, it might be the opposite. They might not like scalping. It might be too risky, too much leverage, and so on. So everything has its own pluses and minuses. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign off. First video of October. Didn't have much planned for this one. I just wanted to get it out there, and yeah, I'm just excited for the future because day like today could be in the books in the near future with actual funded accounts. All right. Right now, it's just evaluations. Doesn't matter. A lot of people make it seem like it's a big deal. To me, it's not a big deal. It's just a regular day. I made $400 today on a PA account, and I made $150 on stocks. That's the only money I've made. The evaluations just made some progress towards them, but that's not real money yet. All right, guys. I'll talk to you very, very soon.